9/11 is a week or so away as we talk here. I want to show a picture. We have a picture of you, and that's a recently released picture from 9/11. I'd ask you what you're thinking there. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. What?
My recollection is that morning I spent in the POC, the Presidential Emergency Ops Center underneath the White House, and we had a series of decisions to make and so forth. But I believe that particular picture was taken as I watched the towers come down here in New York City.
And you were thinking what?
Well, I was thinking that we were under attack, that this was an act of war. This wasn't just a terrorist attack that you could treat as a law enforcement problem. We lost 3,000 people that day. At that moment, we didn't know exactly how extensive the attack was, but it was a very, very serious proposition for us, and I was starting to anticipate what we needed to do in order to protect ourselves from further attack and to get the guys who had struck on 9/11.
And I say, God bless you and the president and John Yoo, who is a frequent guest on this show, and everybody who did everything they could to keep us safe. And then the Monday morning quarterbacks come out not too far removed from that date and say, oh, we can't do this, it's not who we are, blah, blah, blah. And we're not as safe as we were then, are we?
Nope. I think we're in a position now where 9/11's far enough behind us that a lot of people have a tendency to forget what that time was like. And again, the thing I'm concerned about more than anything else is another mass casualty attack, but with armed terrorists armed with something tougher, more dangerous than box cutters and airline tickets.
And do you still, what do you feel, all these years later when 9/11 comes around to the anniversary, what do you still, how do you react to that?
Well, it's a reminder, I hope, for everybody out around the country of what happened that day and the measures that are necessary to prevent it from happening again. Unfortunately, we've seen sort of a reduction, a tendency to say, well, that was a one-off event. We don't really need to do those things we did to keep us safe, and I think that's a huge mistake.